Alright everybody, how's it going? This week, obviously with the news that the so-called top six in the Premier League are creating this new Super League, I'm actually going to be creating a team from players outside of the supposed top six. So let's kick things off with goalkeeper. And in goal, I'm actually going with Emi Martinez from Villa. Toss up really between Martinez and Schmeichel. I would say that Martinez is probably the best keeper in the league outside the top six, and really he's only probably Ederson and Alisson above him as the best keepers in your Premier League at the minute. At right back I'm going to go with Ricardo Pereira, and he's been injured for a lot of this season, so that might be a bit of a contested point for why he should be in the team because he's been injured. But when he's fit, he's comfortably not only one of the best right backs in the league, but easily the best right back outside the so-called top six. He's tackled, his attacking work rate and defensive ability make him the perfect modern fullback. And following on from that, we've got two centre backs. I'm going with 4-4-3, I forgot to say. But the two centre backs are Ezri Konsa from Aston Villa and Conor Coady from Wolves. And for these two, they're both English. They're both relatively young, all things considered. Konsa's only about 21, 22, and Coady's only been around the top flight and for a couple of years. Konsa is so assured on the ball and he's so comfortable. He's got pace, he's got physical skills, as well as a natural defensive ability. And the same goes for Conor Coady. Conor Coady can play brilliantly in a back three, but for this team I'm putting him in a back four, and I think he'll do just as well. And at left back, it's quite simple really. You've got Lucas Digne for Everton, and he's comfortably the best left back outside the top six. Again, similar to Pereira, he's one of the best left backs in the league, behind really only, I'd say, Andy Robertson. I think Matt Targett from Villa had a great season, and he's been the running for it. He's been really good, but Digne offers so much from set pieces and again going forwards and crossing delivery that on a team that like this, he'd excel. Okay, now we're moving to midfield. I'm going to go with a hold midfielder, and that's going to be Declan Rice. And again, it's quite a simple one really. West Ham are outside the supposed top six, but Declan Rice is wanted by all the teams in the top six and all teams with Champions League aspirations. He's young, he's composed, he's a leader on the pitch as well. So for that reason, Declan Rice comfortably gets into this team and he's the potential captain of the team as well. And then midfield, I'm going with James Maddison and Youri Tielemans. So two Leicester City midfielders in here. And Maddison is great. He's a fantastic young player. He's got creativity, he's got ability, he can pass, he can shoot, he can cross. And Tielemans is such a hard worker. I think together they gel really well and they bounce off each other really well. So I think Tielemans and Maddison in this team, with Declan Rice sitting behind, is just a recipe for disaster for every team they would face. So for that reason, I'm going a midfield three of Rice, Maddison and Tielemans. Okay, and left wing, I'm going with Jack Grealish, and it's no surprise why. He's probably the best player on this list. He's got ability to spare, and everyone that has watched him play for Villa this season and last season know how good he is. He is Villa's best player for a long time. He's a reason why Man City are looking at him. And the fact that Southgate still isn't sure on him is just madness, because he's so different, he's so unique. He's the most unique player in the Premier League. The only person that comes close, I would say, is Phil Foden. Again, for raw technical ability, Grealish has got to be on this team, and he's got to be the star man. On the right wing, I'm going with James Rodriguez. He's been at the top teams in Europe, and under Ancelotti he's been really good. He's not the hardest worker, but you don't need him to be. You want him to cut inside and thread a few passes in and get some assists and potentially chip in with a few goals as well. And that's what James Rodriguez is going to do for you. So for that reason, him and Grealish on either wing, you haven't got much pace, but you've got such pure technical ability that defenders will have a nightmare trying to defend against those two players. And finally, up top, it's a really hard one. It's a toss-up between Vardy and Calvert-Lewin. I've actually gone with Calvert-Lewin from Everton, because I feel like in this team, with your fullbacks being fullbacks that like to bomb at the wing and whip it in, I think Calvert-Lewin is just a bit more physical in the air. And again, under Ancelotti, he's become such a good finisher, and he's always had good presence about him. But now under Ancelotti, he's become a top-class striker. Well, at the very least, a top-class striker in the Premier League. Alright everybody, thanks a lot for watching. That's the end of the video. Let me know your thoughts on who you think should be in this team of players from outside the top 6. But thanks a lot for watching. See you again soon.